What's going on? Today I want to talk to y'all about debt and taxes. And those are the tools that wealthy people use to create their wealth. And those are the same tools that we misuse and we end up being worse off because we getting hit by taxes, and not only that, we go buy things, we go get liabilities with bad debt. You gonna let me talk, dude? Right. I'm gonna use this to show you employment, small business, big business, and investors. Okay. Stop it. These guys right here pay 40%, around 40%. These guys pay 60. Dude, stop it. 60%. Big business, around 20%, or nothing. Investors, inside investors, 0. Where do you think you need to be trying to get to? This side, where they pay 20% to 0%, or this side, they make less, and not only that, they paying the most. They're paying 40% just as an employee and 60 as a small business. How can you make it? You can, if that's all you're doing, it's gonna be very hard. The reason these guys getting taxed so much on this side, employment side, and small business, is because they transferring their time for money and they getting taxed for that. The small business is the same thing, but they not taking advantage of their relationship with the government. The government gives you tax benefits for doing stuff that they couldn't do, like creating housing, like hiring people, investing in water, investing in energy and stuff like that. You get breaks for it. The reason these guys ain't paying is because they not exchanging their time for money. What they doing is a big business. They done hire people. There's 500, at least 500 employees. Guess what? They get a tax incentive for that. 9 times out of 10, they buying real estate, which they get tax benefits for that. And not only that, when you get real estate, not just nothing to stay in, but say if you're getting apartments or homes that's investment homes, you're doing something that the government can't do. Not only are you getting incentives which are helping you, but you also, they finance, they don't want to go, you'll never see an inside investor go pay cash for anything. They're gonna use something called OPM, which is other people's money. They're gonna use banks. They're gonna get financed, because guess what? Once you finance money, it's not your money. You have to pay that back, so you don't pay taxes on it. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna go buy a property, or not just one property. They're gonna go buy an apartment complex. They're gonna go buy something that they can cash flow heavy, because, and the reason being, they're gonna use somebody else's money to go get that. So think about it. They go buy $1 million property or a complex or something that got, let's just say 20 rentals in it. Out of them 20 rentals, stop it. Out of them 20 rentals, everybody's paying them at least, we just giving rough numbers, at least $1,000 right now. With the way the market is, at least $1,000. That's $20,000 that they making a month cash flow. And so guess what? It's somebody else's money that bought it. They just paying them back. They paying the bank back, so they're not even paying taxes on that 20. Not only that, those over time, the properties appreciate. That's another incentive. So guess what? Your properties, stop it. The price of the place may go from $1 million to 2 million, a couple million. That $1 million property now went up a couple million. So now the value of your property has risen. And guess what? That's more equity in your hands. You got more equity. You're not even gonna get more with that. But at the same time, you got your rent go from what you charging to from $1,000 to $1,300. Now you making more. So you cash flowing whatever you have to that $1 million property may cost you $10,000 probably less a month. But and you got 20 doors. So if they paying you $1,000, that's 20,000 right there. That's cash. Now you cash flowing the money that you're not using or that you're not paying back on the mortgage. But you're not the one paying for that. That's passive income. Somebody else is paying for that. You ain't investors. They probably not even, a lot of times they probably not going or seeing their property because they have people that they trust. They have managers. They have people in different places. They build teams and network so they can build more. At the same time you doing that, now your and come time for taxes, guess what? Your property, as you've been putting out money into it, or you've been paying for it, now you can write it as depreciating. It's a depreciating asset, which I'm not even saying that the value of the property is going down like on a car liability, but what I'm saying is that's another incentive that you are able to get by just knowing and being an investor. So the reason that happened, and you get another break on it, because every dollar you invest into your business, you are able to get it back. So everybody know McDonald's for selling burgers, but McDonald's, they use their burgers to buy their real estate. You can do the same thing with your business, whatever it is you're trying to do. If you're trying to, if you want to sell food, burgers, use yours, purchase real estate, whatever you're trying to do, you can use your job right now, purchase some real estate, purchase something that's going to be, it ain't just got to be real estate, but get huge tax break, and you can make money using other people's money. Not only are you getting them tax incentives, but you're using someone else's money. It's not yours, so you're not taxed on it. You just owe, cause you owe it back. So why you gotta pay taxes on money that you owe? Which is not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Cause guess what? The banks want you to. They want you to use their money, cause that's how they make money. So if you gonna come in and you're gonna start to invest, and you start to ask for millions of dollars, and you got, of course, your paperwork looks like they needed to get it. They want to invest. I mean, they want to loan you the money because they know that's how they make money. The more money they put out, the more money they can make. They don't like when you come in there and just come in, get no doggone house for, well, you know what? They probably would like that, but depending right now with the market, they probably would want you to come spend $300,000, $300,000 or $400,000 on a house and pay for it over the next 30 years or whatever. But that same, if you can go do that, you can go buy a duplex, you can go buy a triplex or something like that, and put people in it and let them pay for the debt. My God, chill. Let them pay the banks back. And guess what? Now you making money and you get money in your pocket. You not putting out. This for my Flex Wealth group on Facebook, which is my brand. Flex Wealth. I got some more stuff. The website is under maintenance right now. It'll be back up soon. If you want to buy some merch, just hit me up. You still can. But that's the idea. We on Flex Wealth. Basically, wealth for me is time. I want as much time as possible, free for me and my family. Do what we want to do, to go where we want to go, and all that. But it can also be knowledge. And guess what? That's something that I noticed that we need. And I ain't knowledge just saying we got to go to college or you got to be the smartest person. Because guess what? Most people that go to college, they feel like they stop